Alright guys, welcome back. Yo, it is 90 freaking degrees right now, and it is a Saturday, so I figured I'd make another rad video here for y'all. I decided to change out my premix and to lower it down to 32-1, because something just doesn't feel right as of yet. I'm thinking if I add some more of the oil into it, you know, to help maybe coat up the engine a little bit more, that the actual performance of the bike will start to feel a whole lot better. So let's go ahead and put this premix down in there. And I got my space boots on too, check that out. Alright, let's get serious on this, Wes. Let's get serious. Alright, here we go. We're pouring exactly 1 gallon of Premix 32-1, 93 octane. And about 0.2 or 0.3 of it is going to pretty much load into the reserve. This bike holds actually a lot of fuel when it comes to the reserve. You'd be surprised. They say that on a full tank, which is 1.8 gallons, you can get up to about 45 miles before you need to actually refuel again. And that's with the petcock turned on. And then the reserve, I think, will help you get about 5 to 7 miles, depending on how rough you ride it. And it also depends on how much of the premix you got going on up in there. Oh, man. Alright, let's bring this over here. Alright. Man, I hope my GoPro is still recording. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday or the day before. We're going to let it warm up for a second, and then we'll take it on down there to the clubhouse and back as a warm-up start. Oh, hang on a second. I gotta pull up my pants again. Alright, here we go. Alright, everything is set. Alright, so a weird thing, it doesn't want to run with the choke on for a minute, so I have to turn off the choke. Alright. Let me get rebalanced on this thing. Alright, here we go. Alright. So today we're going to learn how to shift in these boots. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but oh wow, she stalled. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, boys. I don't got her in neutral. Okay, there we go. Alright. Oh my gosh. That felt like it took forever. Alright, so we'll see how she does with the new premix of 32-1. Technically the engine is still cold on a hot day like today. Alright, we gotta be careful going through here. Letting the engine get used to the new Premix. I did not see that pothole. Barely saw it. There goes the power bed. Some people are starting to figure out who I am. Let's pull away from that guy right there. I thought he was going to stay stopped for a little bit longer, but... Alright, we got cameras everywhere, so I know they can see me. Back in second gear. Like I said, we gotta let the engine get used to the new Premix. So in the last video, I almost ran over a dog and I almost ran into a truck. Alright, now we're in third gear. At least I think I'm in third gear. On top of this ceiling here and figure it out. Alright, we're back in second. I think we're in third again now. Fourth gear. Yes, sir. I think the whole neighborhood heard that one. Let me bring her up to neutral. Yeah, she's in neutral, baby. I may need to readjust the idle on here. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it sounds like I need to readjust my idle on here, boys. Make sure that choke is off. She's barely staying idle. But I gotta check on something real quick. If she, you know, turns off on her own, you'll be alright. I gotta make sure we're still recording. Hell yeah, brother. We're still recording. My God, I'm getting hot, dude. Alright, let's get back on her. Take her around the neighborhood. Get readjusted to our seat.